I'd like to nominate my brother-in-law, who is truly a hero. If anybody's nice to any of your kids, you can send an email to twistedparenting@aol.com. You can change any of the private details so you don't give away who you are, and they can win $5,000. Wow, a brother-in-law, huh? He decided not to give up on connecting with his nephew, my son, our Kid in pain, who is a full-fledged drug addict, pikuach nefesh, Rahmana litzlan. As is typical for addicts, he drops out of sight and often ignores phone calls or texts for long periods of time. My brother-in-law didn't give up. After 2 months of daily unanswered phone calls and texts, where he was sending warm messages to my son, he left my son a message that he'll never stop trying. So my son might as well pick up the phone. My son finally answered, LOL. My brother-in-law, right then, got through the thick wall. He right then took advantage of the situation, and he invited him out to eat at an expensive restaurant, which somehow, miraculously, my son accepted happily. When he got to my son's apartment, there was no answer. Phone calls and texts, no answer. We could all relate to that. My brother-in-law waited for him because it seemed not to be a good time, so he just kept on waiting and waiting and waiting. Finally, he left. 2 days later, my son called him, all apologetic, and my brother-in-law, the hero that he is, simply asked him, when would you like to reschedule? No musser, no talking about how ungrateful he is, how I just waited for you and changed my schedule and waited for you and waited for you, and where were you? Why didn't you respond? None of that. He just asked him, no problem, when would you like to reschedule? The next night, they went out to a beautiful restaurant. They schmoozed for 2.5 hours. This is my son, my Kip, who doesn't talk to anyone. And eventually, they ordered every dessert on the menu, so the waiters didn't get annoyed either. Since then, my brother-in-law has developed a tremendous relationship with my son, our Kip, who doesn't respond to anyone else. He delivers boxes of treats to his apartment, leaves it at the door if no one picks up. He has taken him out numerous times, and lo and behold, a new development. My son now picks up the phone every time, caps, every time my brother-in-law calls him, which is quite often. And my son has subsequently showed up to every simcha and family event that this brother-in-law hosts. The other brother-in-laws say, oh, I don't know, we're trying, right? Why doesn't he come? They didn't do the work. The kid doesn't feel safe. This brother-in-law showed, I am a safe person and I'm not going to criticize you. And like I always say, at what point did he show that I'm safe? He showed I'm interested, fine, by calling and texting. But where did he show him I'm safe? When the kid messed up and he didn't give him musser. We have to treat this like cancer. If you go to pick up somebody who's sick, physically ill, and they pass out or they're sick, they fall, whatever it is, you wouldn't give him musser. You come to the hospital and you said, I'm coming to spend time with you. You fly across the world and they're sleeping. You get angry at them? No. You just say, okay, when can I come back? That's what proved, right? That's what made him safe. And now he's coming to simchas that he wouldn't go to any other family member simcha. I believe that this man, my brother-in-law, deserves to be the winner of Avi's Hero Contest. And most importantly, I know for a fact that he wins Hashem's approval for the Uncle Contest. May we all be zeicha to have our immediate and extended families change their ways and become aware and loving and supportive of our holy kips. Wow. Hope he wins. I think he deserves a round of applause. Okay. Thank you. That's for that. Whoever you are, should be more people like you in Klal Yisrael. Learn the Zohar Kodesh and Parashas Truma, the schar that this man gets for hishtadel, for trying to run after the lost jewels of Hashem's crown, trying. It says more schar, you can even imagine and fathom. What's everybody else busy with? This is our schar of our generation, our chance. And if this kid is going to live, it's going to be very, very much because of this brother-in-law. And if he's one day going to get brought back in, it's going to be very, very much because of this brother-in-law. Why can't we all be like this man? What are we asking for? Dedication, care, devotion, loyalty, not judging, not pushing away, not rejection. Just be nice. Basically, the whole TP is make believe like you're from out of town.